What's up, guys? Mainly Hockey Cards here, and I'm back from vacation, re-energized and ready to go. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 7 of the biggest goaltender surprises so far during the NHL season, and what that looks like for them on the card market. Let's get going. I think that one of the biggest storylines has been Frederik Andersen for the Carolina Hurricanes. After losing his job as the #1 goaltender in Toronto to Jack Campbell, Andersen got a new start in Carolina, and boy, he hasn't looked back since then. His young guns were regularly selling at around $15 before the season and have since doubled and then some to over $30 since he's posted a crazy 9-2 record with a 1.77 GAA and a .938 save percentage. I did get to see him play in person on vacation, and he looks sharp. Not to be outdone, though, Jack Campbell, who many were skeptical of being able to maintain a high level of play, saw his young guns jump from under $25 to over $50 in the last 90 days, and has no signs of slowing down for a Maple Leafs team that is now on a roll. This season, he's 9-3-1 with a mind-blowing 1.68 GAA and a .943 save percentage. He's the real deal. There is no denying that. Whether or not he can remain the #1 candidate for the Vezina remains to be seen. Speaking of another rookie from the 2013-14 NHL double rookie class, John Gibson has been lights out for an Anaheim Ducks team that has surprised everyone in the beginning of this season. Gibson has played a huge part of that, going 9-2-2 with a 2.33 GAA and a .925 save percentage, which are outstanding numbers, but very much overshadowed by the previous two players. His cards are weird, though, as his young guns over the past year has seemed to continually drop in value as opposed to gain value, which makes literally no sense to me. I think Gibson is a unique buying opportunity as he's a wildly undervalued and underappreciated goaltender on a team that's finally getting its act together. Changed my mind. Sergei Bobrovsky, many felt, was washed up and was going to lose his starting job to rookie goaltender Spencer Knight. The very inconsistent Bobrovsky must have changed his pregame routine as he's sparkled between the pipes for the Florida Panthers, going 7-0, with a 1.78 GAA and a .942 save percentage. His young guns have been a bit inconsistent in price over the past 90 days, but have trended about the same price, and I think this makes sense given his inconsistencies over the years. He's won 2 Vezinas, but also looks like an AHL goaltender at times. I think Bobrovsky is a sneaky investment if you're willing to absorb high risk for high reward. Speaking of goaltenders who many thought would be washed up, Jonathan Quick has so far turned in a very solid season, going 4-3-1 with a 1.98 and .935, and if anything, I think it helps bring stability to the values of his cards. Quick hasn't had a good season since 2017-18, but neither have the Kings. In general, there's no real change in the value of his cards, but if his great play continues, we might see a tiny bump. For all of the wrong reasons, Linus Ullmark is on this list. Ullmark has ultimately not lived up to expectations after signing a sizable 4-year, $20 million contract in the offseason with the Bruins. He has just 3 wins in 6 games, a .301 GAA, and a .903 save percentage. This is a horrendous start for a goalie that looked like he had some really solid potential for the bottom dweller Sabres of last season. His young guns are floating between $2 and $5 each and have come down $3 to $5 since the summer when he was signed. I very much still have faith that he has more in him than this, and like Bobrovsky, may be a sneaky buy. Lastly, a goaltender that I felt should be on this list, despite only playing 1 game, is Zach Fucale. Fucale has had an extremely long journey to play an NHL game despite having 2015-16 Upper Deck Young Guns rookie cards. He got a shutout in his NHL debut with 21 saves and was sent back to Hershey, where he's been stellar this season and last. It's a feel-good story, but his career is following a somewhat similar trajectory to Jack Campbell. Both were highly touted young goalies picked with first or second round picks. Both sparkled in the World Juniors. Both paid their dues in both the AHL and ECHL before getting their 1-game stints in the NHL, and their careers have mirrored each other pretty closely at their respective ages. I'm not saying go all in. I'm just saying if you can get 3 young guns for $3 total, it might be worth a shot. As always, let me know in the comment section below who you feel are some of the best goaltending surprises of this season. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Thank you everyone for 600 subs and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks everyone.